Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about How to Get Away with Murder, Season 1, Episode 6. I am super embarrassed and I'm sorry. You guys are probably wondering what the hell's happening, where's the reaction? I'm embarrassed and I'm very, very sorry. I accidentally deleted all of the files from my Episode 6 reaction because I thought I had already imported it to my computer, and I went to go record a new reaction today for another show I'm doing on Patreon, and I was clearing out my camera, and then I finished clearing it out and I was recording, and I was like 2 minutes in, I was like, fuck, wait, that was the reaction for season 1, episode 6 of How to Get Away with Murder, and I didn't even import it on my computer, so I don't have the reaction for you guys. I'm sorry. There's no way to get around it. I accidentally deleted the whole reaction, the entire thing. So you guys will not be seeing my season 1, episode 6 reaction, unfortunately. I'm just going to do a review in this video. Quick, I'm just going to run through whatever I could remember in my head, run through just kind of like give you guys an update on where I stand on everything, and, you know, run through the characters real quick and just give you guys a rundown of what I thought of that episode, because it was a very good episode in my opinion. I was so pissed when I found out that I don't have, like, I can't give you guys the reaction, because that was like such a turning point for me for so many things. Like Asher's character, that was such a big episode for Asher, and my opinion changed on him so much. There's so many big moments in that episode that I was like, fuck, like, I'm so excited to go forward. This is like a big turning point. And I don't even have my reaction to it, which sucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick review for you guys. I'm very sorry. If you guys want to watch my episode 7 reaction, link is in the description over on Patreon. I'm gonna be continuing with the reaction just like normal. I'm sorry, you guys. I just don't have the files for this one, so I apologize for that. But yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and watch my episode 7 reaction, links in the description. Patreon's down there as well. If you guys do enjoy this, and I'm again very sorry, but if you guys do enjoy this and you just want to see me continue the reactions, drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. Follow me on Twitter, Snapchat. I'll get stuff in the description below. Patreon is down there as well if you guys want my reactions early and exclusive content, all that stuff. I'm very, very sorry for this again. I apologize. I know it was a big episode. Probably a lot of you guys wanted to see the reaction for this one. People who are fans of Asher. I'm sorry. Let's get right into this. So let's just get the characters out of the way. Laurel. I think Laurel was... We had some moments with Laurel and Frank. Let's get them out of the way because they were just kind of like... they're probably the least important. Laurel... besides Michaela. Laurel and Frank, they had some moments this episode. I was kind of confused where that was going. Again, I'm still kind of iffy on Frank. I have no, like, opinion on him whatsoever because there's nothing telling me not to like him besides the fact that he's a fuckboy. I just don't, like, everyone's a fuckboy. Who cares? Why do people hate him? I don't know. For me, he's like the most neutral character. I can't have an opinion on him. He's so neutral for everything. He has a likable feature to him, and I like him. But the only reason I am conflicted is because I feel like everyone else doesn't like him. Everyone I talk to is like, oh god, I hate Frank. Oh, I hate Frank. And I'm like, why? Why? Like, I don't get it. I feel like that's something I'm gonna find out. But as of now, I'm just like, Frank's cool. I enjoy seeing him on my screen. Why not? And Laurel, again, their little thing going on was weird. It was still weird what happened. Bonnie was like, or Bonnie, whatever. She was like, don't play around with him. Don't fool around with him. You're gonna hurt his feelings and blah blah. And like, we're family. You know, you don't hurt us. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, well, what's her deal? Bonnie's a little bit crazy. Also, I think there's something weird with her. She's a little bit crazy. Sleeping with Asher at the end, like. And the whole thing with like, oh, Annalise is my family. I don't want to hurt. Like, you better not hurt her. Annalise, you know, I do everything for Annalise. I'll do anything for her. Like, that's a little bit creepy. Bonnie, whatever. She is just. I thought nothing of her, and now I'm kind of like, she's crazy. I don't know why. I have a vibe about her. But yeah, so apparently Laurel is leading him on, and we don't want Frank's feelings to get hurt. Which I'm kind of like, I didn't think Frank thought of it like that. I thought it was kind of like reverse. I thought maybe Laurel had a little bit of like a crush, but she knew like he's a fuckboy, shouldn't fuck with him, and she didn't want to get hurt, but apparently it's the other way around. Okay, so that is like whatever. Michaela, I think she had some okay moments this episode. I don't remember. I do remember applauding her at one point for doing something. I can't remember what it was exactly. Connor, again, not a lot this episode that I can remember. He probably had some really good moments, some really good lines. I think he taunted with Michaela a little bit, and I was like, yeah, funny boy. And then the whole thing with Asher. Oh my god, when Asher got mad at him because he was talking about his dad, and then Asher ran over and he fell over the boxes, and Connor was like, That's the best thing I've seen in days. That was the best thing I've ever seen. I fucking wish I had my reaction to that. It was so funny. Oh my god, I loved that. That was amazing. That was hilarious. Again, Connor always has funny moments, but yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, there was also Sorry, jumping back to Michaela for a second. There was this in the flash forward when they were in the house and Asher was outside and they were like, "Oh, Asher's gone. Where'd he go?" Because it went quiet for a second when he was trying to bang to get in. She called him and told him, "Meet me somewhere else." And so she did something smart. That's why I applauded her. She's very. I can admit, although I don't like Michaela very much at all, she's smart. She does come in clutch sometimes. Although she's a little bit of a baby sometimes, she does come in clutch a lot of the time. She did it with the cop. She did it with Asher. She has her smart moments. She's definitely an asset to the group, I would say. Yeah, okay. And then Annalise and her husband still protecting him. We saw a very vulnerable side of Annalise. Also, this is another reason I'm so mad about the reaction not coming through. We saw a side of Annalise this episode that I didn't think we would see. We saw her in a very vulnerable state. I always think of her as, I love Annalise. I like, one of the reasons is like she's so strong and like independent, and it seems like just like, don't fuck with me, like I do what's good for me. I control my life. I never think of her having these insecurities and stuff and being so vulnerable. In this episode, I saw her be very vulnerable, and I was just like, I was so taken back by it. Like when she was talking about her husband, like I was thinking through the whole time, like, why are you protecting him? Why are you not turning him in? And he asks that. He's like, why are you protecting me? And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is the answer to this? And she's just, because I love you. You're my husband. I don't want to be alone. I need you. And that was kind of just like a whoa. Like I did not see that coming whatsoever. I thought, immediately the second you get on her bad side, she's gonna do the right thing, and that just is not it. She's a person too. She has her insecurities, her issues. She has feelings, and that's something that's her soft spot. Her husband, she wants to feel love. He's been around so long. She needs him in her life, and it's been said before. Like Annalise, she kind of doesn't really trust anyone, and I feel like everyone bringing that to her attention, like, oh, you're cold. Oh, you don't trust anyone. Oh, you don't have anyone close to you. I feel like she's just like, yeah, my husband's the only one. Or the closest, I guess, to that, and she doesn't want to get rid of that, because once she gives him in, I mean, it's over. She's kind of back to just being cold and so the whole thing with Annalise, it was hard to see her so broken down. It was hard. I do really like Annalise. She's a very strong character, the strongest on the show, I think, and I think her protecting him, although I don't like it, I understand it, and it shows a new side to her character. And she didn't really explain that to Wes or Rebecca or anything, which I found weird. I don't know. And also Wes going off at her at the beginning, Wes going off at her and be like, "Oh, you disgust me." I was like, "Wes, puppy, take a step back." My boy, he's I like when he stands up for himself. He always stands up for what's right, but that was a little bit I was like, "Oh my god, my boy, settle down." But yeah, I don't know. I guess they're not on such good terms right now. I guess he's kind of iffy on it. I think this whole thing is just driving everyone apart. And they're not really friends. I've said it so many times. They're not really friends. They're just kind of in a situation together. So I feel like this is kind of just making him think oh fuck. I don't think he really trusts them anymore. It kind of just he's like, this is a situation we're in, we gotta go with it. And they're working together on it. So, and then they get Rebecca back by framing Griffin and putting Rebecca in the clear. So that is kind of, I was like, whoa, that is wrong. Annalise is usually the one to do the right thing, but we're seeing that this situation is putting them all in positions where they have to do things that aren't them, that are horrible. Framing someone for murder, he's gonna be in jail. This whole episode was based on a case of getting someone out of prison that was innocent because they were wrongly accused, and they're about to put someone in prison wrongly accusing them. That's going against everything they did this episode, and it's just I didn't realize that till now, actually. That's crazy that they did that. That's smart that they did that, but that's horrible. She fought all episode, I don't want this man to go to prison and stay there for murder when he didn't do it. And, they're putting someone in prison right now to protect themselves. and it's just like you see what this stuff does to you. So that was a little bit like, whoa. And then, yeah, so that was a little bit wrong. But Rebecca's back now, and you saw her saying to Wes, like, no one's ever trusted me like that before. No one ever has this trust in me, this faith in me. You believe in me, and I think that was cool. Like, Rebecca's probably had a rough life. She's definitely had a rough life up till now, and Wes is someone that believes in her, that trusts her, that wants to be there for her, and I think she deserves that. And I think her realizing that is so, like, it kind of made her think, like, wow, like, kind of just warms her up a little bit. And I do like that. I like their relationship a lot. I like their learning to trust each other, and I hope they're gonna grow closer. Yeah, I like them a lot. So their relationship development is great. I like that. Again, little rough patches with Annalise and stuff. That's a little bit like, well, her character's taking a little bit of a moral turn. And yeah, she got Frank to do it, and Frank is like, obviously they do whatever she wants, and Frank is the one who framed him and put Lila's phone in Griffin's car. So that's a little bit fucked up. Frank is tied into this now, and he shouldn't be. And Nate, her boy toy, I thought he was out of it. I thought he was out of the story, but Nate caught Frank. What the fuck? What is he doing back here? Why is he back, and why is he spying on them? So now he thinks Frank did something. So this is gonna be crazy. There's gonna be so much accusing, and I don't know. This is just crazy. There's so much story in every direction. I'm very excited. And Asher's character. Let's just touch up on Asher to end this off. I loved Asher this episode. I thought Asher's character development took a turn for me this episode. I finally, he's been warming up to me every episode, but I think this episode was the one where I was just like, I like Asher. I said it in the reaction. I said, I like Asher. I had a whole rant on him. I do like him. I think he's great. I think this, again, I was super annoyed with him first couple episodes. But he's funny. He's comedic relief. He's funny. And this episode, we got some story with him. It just kind of like made me a little bit, it gave me a soft spot for him. Made me understand him a little bit better. He's a funny guy. He's supposed to be a little bit annoying here and there. He's supposed to be a piss off, but he's funny. He's enjoyable. His story was good. I felt for him this episode. He even protected his dad after his dad went off on him. He's a good guy. I like him. I think his character really took a turn from this episode, so I do like him. I'm going to be looking forward to his story. So if you guys see me voting for Asher, be like, yeah, Asher, go. And you see me laughing at him and not being so salty with him in future reactions, and, you're thinking like, oh, did I miss something? No, episode 6 really gave me a turn on his character. And then he was sleeping with Bonnie at the end, which was weird. I was kind of like, what? Why? That's weird. I don't know if that's going to go anywhere. But yeah, anyways, that was pretty much it for the episode. I'm sorry if this went on longer than I thought. But yeah, again, guys, I'm very, very sorry for the incident. No reaction. I'm very sorry for that. I hope this review was enough to kind of give you guys my where I stand on everything. I'm sorry if this was really everywhere and rushed and it was here and there and like I was just jumping around. I watched the episode yesterday, so I'm kind of like, my mind's everywhere. I tried my best to remember. If I missed stuff, I apologize. But yeah, pretty good episode. I did like that a lot. It was great for a lot of characters, story. I did like that. Yeah, it was very good. I'd say 9 out of 10. Also, forgot to mention Annalise. They showed in the flash forward the night of the murder, Annalise came home and she knew something was wrong with Sam. So she was calling Bonnie like, "Where's Sam? Where's Sam?" So I guess she knows something's happening with Sam. So I'm excited to see what happens with that. That's something that really got me excited to move forward. But yeah, very good episode. Hope you guys enjoyed that little review thing. I'm sorry it had to be like this, but that's what it had to be. That's what happened. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Drop a like if you guys did. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. Follow me on Twitter. I'm at Snapchat. Look at stuff in the description below. And yeah, reactions are going to resume as per usual. I'm very, very sorry for this inconvenience. Yeah, I'll see you guys very, very soon.